happened, but I can't actually tell you what happened.
I don't know, maybe some internet trouble connection or something.
All right. So anyway,
Back to it.
moving on, we were going to start discussing songs, and the first song I really wanted to talk to you guys was from your original EP. It was called Flunkies and Junkies.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the first question I had, of course, I don't know if you get it at all, is why this title?
Because it rhymes, first of all, and then I was kind of thinking like flunkies and junkies, kind of people that follow other people, and kind of like peer pressure, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like a big sort of like a fuck you anthem. You know what I mean?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It was like, I want to do what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, it's definitely a message like that in there.
Right. So you're basically telling the flunkies and junkies that you're just going to keep doing you.
Yeah, pretty much. It just kind of means not, falling for peer pressure.
Cool. And how did that song get started?
Well, I wrote all the lyrics at first, and then I sent it to the guitarist at the time. He's not the guitarist anymore.
You shall remain nameless.
and then like he like worked on the music part, and then I just tweaked the melody, and there's a song.
Nice.
That's actually probably my favorite song by us.
I do like it. And it's funny that I asked Spazimir to pick a song, and he picked it. And then he asked you the next day to pick songs, and you picked it.
Yeah. We always play it as our last song, usually.
Yeah, we play it live pretty often.
Nice. So it's like, is it an encore thing, or just a way to end the show on a high note?
Pretty much.
We don't have encores yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Nice. And then was it Spazimir that picked the drums for that?
Actually, like the person playing the drums on that record was Mason.
Oh, thank you, Mason.
we didn't have an official drummer, and he was our producer anyway, so then he just played it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Right.
and he played pretty good too.
Yeah.
I don't have additional album credits for that in my notes. I'm sorry, Mason. Big shout out to you, though.
Big shout out to Mason.
You guys still friends with him?
Yeah,
of course.
I talked to him a lot.
Okay. And
Oh yeah, like we're on good terms, and we're going to be recording with him very soon.
nice. So when you play this song, do you play it the same way that it's on the EP, or do you improvise it all live? Do you change it up at all?
The only thing we add is at the end, I say I want to be the minority, like the chorus from Minority by Green Day, and then that's how we end it.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah, and we just end with a big ending.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Big drum solo, guitars going crazy, all that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you guys been touring then? Or playing live shows?
The three of us together, probably
Yeah.
like a year.
Okay.
Yeah, a little over a year ago.
Yeah. Because we've had a lot of lineup changes. The band's been together maybe almost 3 years.
Yeah.
At its
Yeah,
core?
but there's been a bunch of lineup changes, yeah.
Okay.
Too many to count, actually.
Yeah.
So out of the three of you, was John the last one to cement it?
I was the first one.
You were the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm technically the only original member left.
Yeah.
I
He
get
started
it.
I guess the last one, I guess of the three of us, I'd probably join the most recent, like March 2015 would have been when I joined, I guess.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and I joined around, what was it, 2014?
Like September-ish.
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, I just played a few shows with them, and then they asked me to stay in the band.
Okay. And Steven and Spazimir knew each other, and then...
Yeah. I think I've known Steven the longest out of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You invited me into the band, actually.
Yeah, I was actually the one who invited Steven.
Wow.
Yo, remember like the first day I met you? Like no, like the second time when we were in class and I saw you and I
Yeah.
was like, wait, is that you up there?
Yeah,
Like on the Facebook chat.
yeah, I know. I wasn't sure too.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
messed up.
Wow. Okay. Never heard that.
Yeah,
No, because there was like 400 people in the class, and he was just like
Yeah,
right
I know.
there. And I'm like, yo, is that the guy that's filling in?
yeah,
That's wild. It's so tangled.
yeah. That class was pretty fun.
All right, but you guys was there growing pains, or did you guys just feel like you gelled instantly?
No, there was no growing pains or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with other members there were, but not with us.
Okay.
I think we clicked pretty well.
All right. I've heard stories about, band members throwing things at each other, about riffs and, the way the melody should go, but that's not with you guys.
Yeah,
Between us, like, we have very similar musical ideas, and we all kind of want to go in the same direction with the band. And
Okay.
we just think very similarly about music, I would say.
Okay. Plus, once you hear, like, the guitar, then you know the bass that goes with it, and then the drums just fall into place. It's not like there's two guitarists or two singers, or,
Yeah.
That really works out well. Do you like being a three-piece, or would you...
I'd rather be four.
Yeah, you'd like to
we're,
include somebody?
We're currently looking for like a second guitar player. We have a couple people interested that we have to, like, I guess, jam with a little bit. We
All
do
right.
have someone filling in currently. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
was he in your video, or who was that in the Green Day Melody video?
Mason.
Oh, that's Mason, I think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I've
like
seen him.
Mason was like he was a part of our band for a few months, and then he just like decided to go another way. And
That's so polite. What a polite way to say it. He screwed us, so we don't talk about him anymore.
no,
Nah.
there's nothing like that with Mason anyway.
Oh, that's cool.
He's actually been helping me since like even like the first record. So
He
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause,
he does the
with all-
production then.
yeah.
we would record through him, and then once he left, I guess we were kind of on our own. So John picked up some recording equipment, bought a new computer, and Mason's been giving like recording and like mixing tips like along the way just to help us out.
Okay. The production on this album is nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's Mason's work right there.
All right. I didn't want to pick on anybody for the first album, but the second album sounds so much richer, so much fuller.
Oh yeah, the first one's Mason too, but then he got better on the second one.
You can put it that way, I guess.
That's cool. I really like that. And then we're going to move on to a song called Infatuating Love.
all right.
How about that one?
Well, that was the first single that we released.
Is that the first song you guys created?
No, I think the first song that we created was Avenue Under the Stars, which is on that EP too.
Oh, okay.
But Infatuating Love is like maybe like it's within the first handful.
All right. Avenue of Love was actually the original song we were going to talk about on this EP, but then John switched it to Infatuating Love.
Yeah, it's Avenue Under the Stars. I didn't write the lyrics to that, so I don't really know what to say about that.
I gotcha. I only really had one question about this song, and that's who's the song about?
What, Infatuating Love?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's just like a generic, I'm too scared to come up to this girl kind of thing.
Okay. That was your chance,
Yeah.
If there was a girl you were crazy about, you could just say it was about her.
Yeah, but then you think like you're kind of, oh, like, am I in love with them? But no, not really. I just think she's hot.
I love it. That's interesting. You just gave me a new perspective on that song.
Yeah.
And you wrote the lyrics to that?
Yeah, I pretty much write all the lyrics except for Avenue Under the Stars. That's the only song where I didn't write the lyrics.
Okay.
Really? Oh.
Mhm.
Wait, who wrote that?
I also did not know this.
Who was it?
That one, the original guitarist did that. Well, like
Oh.
we had, it was super cheesy at first. I wrote the second verse for it, and it sucked. And then when we were with Mason, he helped us like rewrite it. So we had that ghostwriter kind of thing.
Mhm.
Okay. And how do you let me talk to John a minute here. Hey John, I'm a amateur songwriter too. How do you go about writing lyrics to a song when you have no music to write them for?
Well, I usually start by kind of just brainstorming and then picking out little ideas from that. Usually, I would start with the lyrics first before the melody, though.
Right.
So,
But
say like
do you start with a chorus or do you just start writing a verse and then you go and build on that?
yeah, probably verse. Usually a verse. Like how I would usually do it is say there's nothing yet, so then I put maybe like one line of lyric, and then I'll say a bunch of different uh, melodies that I could use for that, and then once I get the motif, then I can start uh, writing the rest of the lyrics. But usually I just brainstorm first,
I gotcha.
just so you have all the raw material out on the paper, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just wanted to know for all those, up and coming bands, everybody struggles with lyrics. It's part of the toughest thing about writing a song. Anybody can jam out a guitar chord, you know.
I think for me, I struggle with music more than the lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Because you're the guitarist. You are the melody
Uh-huh.
and the lyrics.
Yeah, he does it all.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
my rhythmic flow is like not good, so like it's hard for me to make melodies sometimes. Like I
okay,
have to spend a lot of time on it.
sure. Okay. And I mean, bass and drums is the tempo, it's the beat, it's the heartbeat, but the skin and skeleton is what you do, John.
Hmm.
So that's interesting. I usually just write a verse until I can't think of how to rhyme anymore, and then I'd write a chorus to it.
Do it.
So sometimes a verse, the first verse can be 20 lines long, and sometimes it's just 5. So
Well, what I do is like I would listen to songs I like while reading the lyrics, so I could see like how they write their songs, like how their melody is structured, how the words flow and stuff like that.
right,
Mm.
that's interesting. That's a great tip.
Hmm.
I always thought a great idea would be, how you sing a song and then you read the lyrics and you find out they're totally different? What if you wrote the song with the lyrics that you thought were there? It might be a totally different song then.
Hmm.
So, real quickly, we do have a sponsor, and I wanted to give a shout out to Apocalypse Juice. You can go to apocalypsejuice.com for all your vaping needs, and we even have a coupon code. It's all lowercase letters. It's jar codes, and then you get 10% off your purchase. So, thank you to Apocalypse Juice. Nice. All right. So, anything else about the original EP? Wait, yeah. What about the album art? Where did that come from?
Oh, he literally took a picture and then he was like, "You guys like this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, this is the album art." I'm like, no, I didn't really have much say to it. I'd
That's
change it
hilarious.
if it was my choice, honestly. It's literally
you-
like shoes on grass. Like, come on.
Yeah, but some of the best album covers are that simple, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, fair point.
It just didn't make sense with the title to me. So like, I don't know. At least like with Broken Not Beaten, like the cover makes sense with the title.
Right.
Yeah.
But shoes and grass, hey, you're lucky you didn't step in dog shit.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
guess.
Honestly,
But-
I thought it was pretty cool. It was pretty like different kind
That's
of.
all right.
I like it. It's simple. I like that. Some of the best covers are like that.
It's just like we didn't have much say, so we were kind of pissed off a little bit.
By the time you had your say, it was already done.
Yeah.
Okay. So Spazimir, I wanted to ask really quick, what kind of drums do you use?
Right now I'm playing on a Mapex Mars. It's a birch drum kit. It's nothing added to that. Just I have a custom hi-hats. I have a Sabian Crash, a Sabian Ride, and a Sabian Second Crash also.
Okay. Is that just because that's what you had around you, or is that what you were striving to get?
Pretty much is yeah. That's what I had on me and around me. That's what I managed uh, to find. I looked for drums for a while, and then I came across them, and somebody was selling them here around this area, and we just went with a friend and we got them.
Okay.
And then eventually I added some other stuff like the hi-hats and like a double bass pedal, so on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sound grows with the equipment.
Pretty much. I mean, if I save up some more money, I'll probably buy some new cymbal like a Crash or a China.
Nice.
China symbol. I don't know how that would fit in our band, but I mean, it'd be cool to have.
I would love a China cymbal. I think it would be so cool.
What does that do?
Oh, I don't know. Like lots of metal songs use it for their breakdowns. It sounds a bit more rough
Okay.
when you hit it, so it's kind of heavier. Kind of like that. It's a bit shaped differently also. It's kind of shaped a bit weird.
Yeah, like the symbol is kind of like inverted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I get you. And John, when you're doing the final production on that, do you ever have an issue with the cymbals in the mix?
No, because it's MIDI.
Okay.
So
Well, like these past few covers that we've made, I have recorded the drums at home on my computer. Like I have this second drum kit which is electronic.
Okay.
I plug it into my computer, and then I record the whole song on that, and I send the file to John.
Okay. So it's already made
Yeah.
for that.
mm,
And do you send that in like a WAV file?
it's like a MIDI file.
Yeah, it's a MIDI
Okay.
file.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like our last two videos. That's the
That's
new
just
way
the
that we're doing it right now.
Okay.
And so far, it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not terrible.
We're still learning, but it's not too bad.
I mean, like the performance is always like the most important thing, right? So
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I mean, I like the Blink cover. It sounded really full, but it like the Justin Bieber cover didn't sound quite as full.
that's
Oh,
the one that Mason did actually.
yeah.
Really?
I think he was going for a different kind of tone, more of a jazzy kind of feel, because the verses are a bit kind of
Yeah.
a bit funk slash jazz sounding. He used some interesting chords on that.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I'm just dissing Mason all over the place. I'm so sorry. It wasn't my intent, Mason. I love you. All right, so on to Broken, Not Beaten. Wait.
Yep.
Yeah, Broken,
right.
Not Beaten. Whew. For a second there, I thought I typed it dyslexically. Okay. So the song I wanted to talk about to start off was Twist of Fate.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's listen to that and then come right back and talk to the guys about it. And we're back. See how that's how it works.
That was like two
Okay.
You gotta love the magic of post editing.
Yeah. Cool post-production.
So when you guys went into this album, Broken Not Beaten, was your goal to make an album that was better than the last one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to top it.
You went in there with intent.
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of sophomore albums pale, but yours is actually a lot. It's a lot richer. I don't know another way to explain it. It's like you guys have more than you have.
Yeah. I think it's a lot deeper than the first one too.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you do that with tones, with tempo? Do you do that with different chords?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just lyrics.
Okay. So it's more of a learning process.
Yeah.
And how do you think this album shows growth?
Well, it doesn't sound super Green Day-ish like the last one.
hmm
So
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. I would say like probably like the lyrics are a little more, I don't know, mature, more well-rounded, I guess.
yeah,
Like there's more, I guess we have more kind of, I want to say like effects and like we have different, I guess, I don't know what the word is. I guess just like we have new studio effects like on the album that I guess wasn't on the previous EP,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
and like you're just kind of like exploring kind of like I don't know, more like pop songwriting, I guess.
yeah. I think the thing like for me was like I wasn't going into it with a specific sound in mind. I was just kind of doing what came naturally. So that's what came out, and
Okay.
yeah.
Do you play thinking about producing it? Because that's always an issue for a lot of bands.
Well, like usually what I did was I had like an acoustic demo by myself, so that would have like the chords, me singing, and the lyrics, and
Okay.
then I sent it to Mason, or I would go over to his house, and then we'd actually work on it together.
I gotcha. I have one note. I love the slowdown. It's at about 2:42, and it goes into the slowdown, and then it goes into this epic ending.
All right,
yeah.
yeah.
I really love that.
With the piano and stuff.
Yeah. I love
Oh,
when
yeah.
I love when a song takes you to the cliff and then just kind of like slows you down or stops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of makes your brain schism, and I loved that did that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites on the album for sure.
Yeah, I think me and Mason put a lot of time into that, like with the effects and stuff. We even had the Taylor Swift blank space kind of thing in it with the O's in the beginning of the chorus.
Yes. How do you do that? Because I love that. It's like a crowd chant.
Yeah,
almost.
you have to do like a bunch of takes. So
Okay.
we layer it over. I think that's how we did it.
So it's like 5 tracks of the same.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh,
So do you record each one individually, or do you just copy paste, copy paste?
you have to do it individually, or else it's just gonna sound like the same thing but louder.
Just one big loud oh. I got you. It came out really well, you know. I love that.
Hmm.
I think I will. I think I would love to be a part of one of those in the future.
Yeah,
The
like bang vocals.
yeah, backing vocals. The guy who screams "Oh."
Oh, the
Yeah.
guy who's oh, I guess
Look at him, he's just looking for credits. Drummer and guy that says oh. And then Steven, what kind of bass are you using?
I guess the past, I don't know, I'd say 5 years, I've always just had a Fender Squier Precision, and I put my own personal touch to it by slapping a bunch of stickers on it.
Those stickers make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it sets my bass apart from other Fender Squier Precisions, definitely.
True.
Um,
Is that what you started on?
Oh, well, I mean, when I first started playing bass when I was 10 years old, I had one of those like starter like Walmart bass guitars, I guess.
Right.
I have no idea where that bass is now. I gave it to a friend and I never saw it again. But I mean, it's okay. As far as amp, like I currently don't have one. Like when we play live, I just kind of like
Borrow.
yeah. But I mean, like now that I'm working again, done school, I'm just saving up for like just some like Ampeg stuff and trying to get a nice 8x10 cab and I don't know 100 watt bass amp, I guess.
Yeah, please don't make it too heavy.
Well, 8x10s are pretty heavy, I think, but you can wheel them around. It won't be. Won't be a big deal. So I'll be the one to carry it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, heavy. I thought you meant heavy sounding.
No,
Oh,
like heavy.
no.
Like we can't carry it to the car heavy.
Yeah, they get pretty heavy.
It'll be physically heavy too.
That's not good for small people like me.
I know a couple bassists from bands. There's a guy listening right now, Brent Underwood from Drayton Road. He plays guitar, but his bassist uses an orange amp, and he gets a really good sound out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean, Orange makes some good bass stuff too. I'd be open to it. I may even get like an Orange head actually, but that's
Nice. I love it. So, but you're happy with your bass. You're just looking to improve your equipment as far as amps and stuff.
yeah, basically. I mean, like I currently like don't have an amp at all. I've always just borrowed from people the past few years, but
Right.
eventually, like I'll be saving up once I get that first paycheck next week. I'll be running to Long McQuaid getting that cab.
Nice.
Okay.
So, the last question I had on Twist of Fate was, how does this song separate itself from all the other songs on this album? As far as meaning, you know?
I don't know. I think like when I was writing the album, what I had in mind was like the first maybe like half or 3/4 of the album is kind of like the sad person like experiencing all these difficulties and stuff like that, and then Twisted Fate is kind of like, okay, well, I'm not gonna give up, I'm gonna keep going, you know, blah blah.
Okay. So this whole album was more of a concept,
Yeah, actually, kind of. That's what I thought.
which is like American Idiot. It kind of every song has its place in the album.
Yeah, like it doesn't have like characters and whatnot, but it has an overarching theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, now I'm gonna listen to that in a whole new way.
Yeah, that's why it comes after Broken Not Beaten. So Broken Not Beaten is kind of like the transition into Twisted Fate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys play that live too?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, let's move on to a song called Shadow. And in my notes start with bam, in comes Shadow.
Yeah, I guess there isn't really like a progressive intro. It just goes right into da-da-da-da, right?
Yeah. That's pretty cool though. I mean, it lets you know it's there. Yeah.
I think there's just one demo that I have. It's pretty old. From when I wasn't in the band, where they start off the song with like a kind of like a quieter kind of part.
Oh, Shadow?
And then yeah, for Shadow, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
That's cool. Take me through the meaning of Shadow.
Well, I wrote it about kind of my last year in high school when I thought people were starting to change, and people that you thought were your friends, they kind of like start prioritizing other people or other things over you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of weird you start to feel left out and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting. I like that.
Yeah. Hence, they become shadows of people, of someone you used to know that was different before.
Right. Okay. So as I was listening to this song, around the same spot, I have my note 242. There's this verse, "Look at me now," and then there's like a chord change, and like a tempo break. Do you know what I'm talking about there?
I think so.
It like goes up a chord, and then there's like this like stutter of guitar before it goes back.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at me, like that.
Yeah. Is that hard to play?
No.
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 Thanks for elaborating on that. You're making my job so easy.
I don't know. I never thought of it.
Wait, which part are we talking about?
It's like, well, look at me now, like that.
Yeah,
thing.
and then it goes up.
I don't need you around. Like it's right before the last chorus, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on the end of the bridge.
Yeah. I love that part. There's a small lead guitar that comes in there.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay. That just goes to show your talent.
I'm pretty sloppy. So like I don't even
I
know.
mean, like it's not really a difficult thing to play.
Yeah, it's not hard.
It's
All
pretty
right.
easy, yeah.
I'm not a guitarist or a bassist or a drummer, so that's just a question I have as a listener. You know.
If it was hard, I wouldn't be able to play it. I'm not that good of a guitar player.
Well, it just goes to show your talent that you can do it without even thinking about it. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Better than you think.
So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Live shows. So where do you want to be in the future? Where's this band headed?
We want to go on Warped Tour.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, Warped Tour. Well, I mean, as far as like right now, I guess, and like what's happening in our near future, I think we're really gonna explore like just like our YouTube presence.
Yeah,
Okay.
That seems to be what's going really
I think
well
that's
for us.
the key.
Yeah.
We put out has really exposed our music to thousands of people.
hmm
Totally.
We're also thinking about doing a tour this summer, a few cities here in Ontario and Quebec, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get on that actually.
Yeah.
So did that Green Day? You know they put your video up on
Yeah.
their website.
Yeah, we know.
I woke up to that. I was like, oh, yo.
Did they
I-
talk? Did they talk to you about that, or just do it?
No, it was just there. I was like, yo, you made it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I would think too, right?
Yep.
So you guys are going to gain exposure from that, and your album is really good. It's really polished. So my question is, would you like to be signed, or would you rather have the freedom of an independent?
I'd like to be signed.
Yeah, I think we're pretty unanimous on that. Where we would love to get like some kind of label contract.
Okay. Why?
Oh, just because like I mean the label's job is to like promote your music and get your music out there basically, and like there's only I guess so much that like individual members can do to like get the music out there. So like there's a point where you'll need a manager, you need a label, and that sort of deal.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
Like, I want my music to be heard by as many people as possible. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I've asked that question to 30 different bands, and I've never gotten that answer. So, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Nice.
They all have the case of, I don't want anybody telling me what to do, you know. But you just stated a great case for why, because you can only tweet your song out so much before it gets irritating, right?
Yeah. Plus, like, usually these people have like more experience than us, right? So, like, it's a way to learn.
Right. Good
Hey,
deal.
John, we have a question from Twitter here for you. It says, are you related with the Philippines president, Noy Aquino?
No, I'm not. I wish I was. Maybe. I don't think so though.
Maybe a distant cousin or something.
Maybe you are. Who knows?
Way to dance around that. Are you Filipino?
Yeah, I'm Filipino.
Wow. You just gained 300 new fans.
Boom.
My family is all Filipino over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the Manny Pacquiao of punk rock.
So you're going to do 4 different things unrelated to punk.
Yeah, my side project. I'm gonna run for what is it he's running for? Like, I forgot what it is.
Governor, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Plays basketball in his spare time.
I play basketball.
Yeah.
Every Filipino plays basketball.
Yeah, they do, don't they? I love that. So what's your favorite Filipino dish then? Come on, give me a good one.
My mom's spaghetti
With barbecue sauce and hot dogs?
with the hot. Well, like she doesn't put hot dogs in, but it has like the different kind of tomato sauce. It's not like the Italian one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was at a family get-together, and my wife said, "Do you want some dinuguan?" And I was like, "Sure, but don't tell me what it is." And everybody stared at me while I ate it.
I like that too. It's cool.
About a week later, she told me that was beef blood, and I was like, "It was still good."
I was actually born in Philippines, so like most of the food, like I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where at? Where about? Sorry,
Uh,
guys. This interview just took a different direction for a minute.
I
That's
was
cool.
in,
Online.
Manila, Makati.
Wow.
Whatever. I lived in Pasay for maybe like 3 years, and then Santa Rosa for until I moved.
My father-in-law is from Manila, and my mother-in-law is from Laguna.
Yeah, Santa Rosa is in Laguna.
Nice. God, now you just got a 74-year-old fan. Well, that's
Perfect.
incredible. All right, let's move on to Moonwalker.
Ooh.
Probably my favorite song, and what a way to finish the interview off.
Oh.
So my note is so sad. It's so sad. How do you play that, perform that without crying through it?
I don't know.
Just focus on playing.
I'm a strong man. I don't cry.
What I love about it is it starts off so simple and acoustic, and then it just slowly gets progressive into that huge sound.
Hmm.
How did that come about? How did you start? How did that song start?
I think I had that acoustic riff. It was for a different song at first, and then the melody was for a different song too. It was for a bridge or something like that for another song,
Right.
and that was like the only good part. So I kept the melody, and then I wrote new lyrics to it. I took the other guitar riff from the other song that sucked, and I took that and put it in this one, and then I wrote the lyrics, and then I went to Mason. I'm like, yo, I have this idea, blah blah blah, and then we just worked on it from there.
Wow. I gotta break some news to you guys. Mason is in your band.
What?
Whether he likes it or not, he is a part of every single song we've discussed.
Yeah.
He's the producer.
Yeah. So what's Moonwalker about? For people that haven't heard it yet, just give us a quick overview of it.
Oh, it was inspired by Michael Jackson. So he was my favorite artist like growing up. He's the first guy I watched. Like when I was like 3 years old, I'd be like singing to Michael Jackson music videos literally all day. Like literally all day. The first day I went to school, I was actually dressed up as Michael Jackson.
Nice.
And growing up, I thought like a lot of people were like making fun of him like unjustly, like back in 2005
Mm-hmm.
till up to the time he died, like 2009 he died. So after that, I just kind of thought like the song's not really like necessarily about him, but it's just about kind of realizing the good things before you lose them, and you kind of took them for granted before, kind of like that.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah.
From listening to the lyrics, I just didn't realize it was about Michael Jackson.
It's not necessarily about him, but yeah,
in a
that's
loose
what
way.
inspired it.
It's kind of the inspiration, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because like back then, right? Like in like 2005 and stuff like that. Like people were making fun of him a lot, and then as soon as he died, everybody started loving him again, and I was just kind of mad at that.
Right. I understand. Well, it's a great song.
Hmm.
And where does that go in your show?
Like in the middle-ish.
Okay.
Not
So
all
also
the
you-
time, but like we play it sometimes on the longer
We
sets.
use it as like a middle kind of like break from like more upbeat stuff
Mm-hmm.
to like a, just going like another direction and slowing things down a little.
Right. For a little bit before it starts getting fast again.
Wasn't there was a question that somebody asked on YouTube, I think.
Ooh.
I gotta look at it though.
That's right. So a lot of
I-
people make money from what they're doing. A lot of 1 in a million musicians makes money from what they do, and then there's those bands like Justin Bieber and The Weeknd that make more than their share.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that, Steven?
How do I
And
feel about obviously, yes, it's very hard to earn a living just playing music. I mean, that's going to be the direction that I'm going to be going because I study music in school. Like I play classical and jazz. I mean, that's sort of, I guess, kind of the career focus right now. And if I am putting, like, I mean, I'm fully committed to Minority 905. It's just, I mean, if it takes off, great, and making money with that would be so great. But yeah, I mean, the reality is, it's like it's very difficult, and
I'm not exactly sure what the question is asking. I think it's saying like,
music.
do you think they deserve the money or not? That's what I thought it meant.
I think he just wanted his name shouted out. Shoot.
That's a pretty good question. I mean, like, hey, if you can make a living playing music, you know, hats off to you. Like, you're living the dream of like many people.
I think most musicians just want to get to a level where they can live off their music. Doesn't necessarily have to be like famous or anything.
Oh yeah, like I mean, it depends like what you're asking. Like if you want to be a millionaire playing music, or if you just want to like
I want to get by playing music.
living, you know, you're able to pay your bills, you know, buy groceries, just pay for everything. Like you don't have to have like a fancy life or anything like that.
Okay.
Just like me.
I think that's actually from one of your Facebook followers, but
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce his name. Akshaj?
Aksaj.
Aksaj.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, Aksaj. If
Thank
it
you.
wasn't live earlier.
Oh,
Make
it's
you
live now.
jealous. Yeah.
And thanks for the greatest question of the interview, Aksaj. We loved it. That was amazing.
We have also one more question from Shara. She's asking how we balance our band with our other obligations like job and school.
Who wants to go first?
I don't work, so it's pretty easy for me now. But I'm gonna find a job soon, and then it's gonna get harder for sure when I have a job. But I mean, we kind of practice like once a week or twice if we can,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually on weekends
Mm-hmm.
when there's no school and jobs.
I think more than anything, it's really about like your commitment and dedication to it.
Yeah, and
Like you would if you wanted this that bad, like you would sacrifice other things to make.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cause like I want to like go to like a bunch of parties if I had the chance to, like just stay home and like write music or something like that.
Right.
Same here, like if we had some sort of band practice and it was very important, even if it wasn't that important, I would make sure that I make it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I feel too. I mean, like also like a big part of it is just like your ability to like manage your time and like set time aside to do schoolwork, you know, all that stuff, and then set time aside to, you know, get together with you know, the guys and just play music, write music.
And
Have a
sleep
good-
less.
So it's about priorities more than balance.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Is there any bands that you guys want to give shout outs to that you want to turn other people on to?
You guys have any?
Let's see.
Probably Arbor's Lane, that would be one of them.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah,
Kelly.
cool guys and gals.
Arbor's Lane, and also we have friends.
Yes. I
From
I
this
warned
other-
you about that.
What? Tori Kelly?
I warned you guys about that the shout outs were coming, so go ahead. You
Oh,
guys got friends and everything, now's the time.
Well, there are these guys that we've played with before. They were called Triumph Over Adversity, but now they're called Valence. I want to give a shout out to them.
I'm gonna be playing bass on their
We
next
actually
gig.
went on tour. Oh yeah, Steven's playing bass on their gig.
their singer is on one of our videos.
With
Oh yeah, Jason.
pretty much the very first of the new kind of covers, he was on it,
Yeah.
and I wasn't because I was not here.
He's like, oh man.
Sounds like a bit of jealousy there.
Nah, he was
Not
gone.
at all.
He was on vacation. Mason played instead.
No, not Mason.
Yeah, Mason was on the drums for that video too.
Yeah. He's done it all, man.
I like
He's done it all.
Mason.
Oh, shout out to Mason also. He's making some new music now. He released a video recently,
And his vlogging channel is pretty funny.
and his vlogging channel.
What is it? Let us know.
Randomly Mason. You can
Yeah.
follow it on YouTube or subscribe to it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I subscribed to it already.
it's pretty funny. I've watched like.
I think
one
you'll only
video
get
per
it though
video.
if you live in Brampton or Mississauga.
Nice.
Wait, really? I don't know.
What do you mean? He's
Well, for all of you Brampton.
he's literally talking about Brampton.
I mean, yeah, you will get the point of it if you live in
Okay, if
Brampton.
you live in
but,
the GTA, you'll get it.
but
Yeah.
still, like, I mean, he talks about something like
Yeah, like,
that.
watch his video.
Yeah, I guess that's it for now.
All right. I didn't get around to asking John, what kind of guitar do you use? What kind of equipment do you use?
Oh, I got a Gibson Les Paul Jr., which I got recently, which is like the Billy Joe one. And then I have my double cut Les Paul Jr. replica, which I call Taylor Swift. That's my kind of like original guitar. That's the one I used for all the albums to record.
Beautiful.
And then my amp is not even worth mentioning.
Well, I want to know what amp you have now, so when I talk to you in 10 years and you tell me what you have, I can go look at you now.
It's a Marshall MG100. Yeah, it's not good.
Why'd you mention that?
It looks good, though. It doesn't sound good.
Cool.
I make it sound like good enough, though.
Yeah, you do.
Hmm
Yeah, you do. And where do you want our fans? I mean, your fans know where to find your music, but where do you want our fans to celebrate you?
YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, you want? I mean, you're trying to grow YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I mean, Facebook would probably be the next biggest thing for us. I mean, we're pretty active on there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you guys share the responsibility, social media responsibilities, or does everybody take their own accounts?
We kind of share it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing the Tumblr, and we have actually somebody that's running our Twitter. these
Oh,
days.
yeah.
Okay.
And like we're all on Facebook, pretty much most of the time.
Yeah, we do the Facebook one together. And
John
then,
John is on
YouTube is
the
also done together as well.
yeah the YouTube is together too. John is on the Instagram,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I also go on Twitter sometimes to check if there's any stuff to check about, any notifications.
Gotcha. All right. Well, hey, fans, you can find Minority 905 on Bandcamp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go to their YouTube right now and subscribe. They're on SoundCloud, but they didn't mention it, so I don't think they really care. And of course, Tumblr, where they are huge.
And them all.
All right. Let's see what we got here. What about Gabby?
Oh,
Gabby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out to their band also. They're called
She's not in that band anymore.
yeah. Well, she's not in the band anymore, but they're called Venerus, and they're a very good band.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
She was on the track Hesitated?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. All right. And then you got Alden Collins.
Oh,
He was-
Aiden.
Aiden.
Oh yeah, Aiden's my boy.
Yeah.
He was in the band actually. For like he was in the band before me, before I was in.
Yeah, he had to leave because what do I say? Lives
He
far
moved.
away. Yeah, he lives far away now.
He was on Thousand Glasses, Shadow, and Twist of Fate.
Yeah, because he literally had to leave the band in the middle of the the recording process.
Ah,
So
that's
it was just whatever he finished by the time he left.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we can't leave out Robert Foster, right?
Yeah, no, we cannot.
We cannot.
Oh my god.
He's actually playing shows with us now while we're trying to
That's
find a
exciting for us now, actually.
Okay.
yeah while we're trying to find a new guitarist. He's filling in.
Awesome, Robert. He was on Hit and Run, Crossroads, and Ripped Me Out.
He does some pretty good solo work on there.
Hmm.
Some shredding.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed like you have a bunch of three-piece videos, but then at one point in the medley, there's an extra guitarist there.
Oh yeah, because Green Day was 3-piece, and then they were 4-piece like after a certain period of time. So they
Right.
make it like accurate to like
Right.
yeah.
I love it. It's so authentic. Well, that's cool. Is there anything else you guys wanted to mention?
I guess.
That's a wrap.
Hey, is it fixed? Nope. I don't know. Any more shoutouts?
Yo, shout out to Tori Kelly.
Tori Kelly. Shout out, you know what? Shout out to new design.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're not.
Yeah,
With
they're very good.
show.
They're very good. You gotta check them out.
Oh, we're still live, yeah, so we got it.
Who else was on our album release?
Venerus, and then my friend Cameron's band, Beatles.
Oh yeah.
Beatles with an extra S.
Beatles or Beatles?
They're on their way.
Them.
Be good to give a shout out to my friend Paul. He did the designs for the the album covers,
Yeah,
or at least
Paul.
not be.
Paul is awesome. Shout out to Joey,
Shout out to Joey, yo.
who's helping us film the videos recently.
And Beaver.
I thought you meant homesick promoter Joey. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Nah.
Him too,
Yeah, sure, him too.
because he gives us shows.
A show.
Wow.
Uh,
I don't know what to say.
Oh, are we still live? Wait.
Shout out to you know who, fam?
Who?
What?
I don't even know.
Wow, this guy. You know, my boy.
Kobe?
No, you're close.
original guitar player that we like to refer to him as.
Who else could it be? I don't know. Steph Curry?
Nah, bro. Shout out to my boy.
Who's your boy?
My boy.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what else.
I don't know how to make it go offline, so I'm just gonna stay here until it's.
Do we just get off it or something?
Yo, if
Yo,
anybody
thank you
has
for
any
watching.
more questions, now is the time to answer them.
Thank you for watching this podcast.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Just a second.
Yo, we should do like a Q&A video, fam.
We should. I'm down.
When there's enough questions. There'll be like 2 questions.
Okay, and I just want to say this. This has been Minority 905, and you're listening to the Unsigned Countdown.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was fun.
Okay, guys. I guess. See ya.
Yo, are you gonna...
I guess we're just about done here, and I guess if Jason would like us to say anything else, he'll.
Yeah, Jason. I think he's. We're kind of done also. So yeah. Okay. Bye from me. I don't know how to turn off the live thing, but
Yo.
yo. See ya.